test of power. Alright, let's see the quality here. Not too much lag on there. That's good.
Our general is under attack. The battle is turning in our favor.
Alright.
The enemy.
You don't get any lag? It's pretty sick. Yep. There's no fucking games though. Trying to get some games and stuff. The classic game bug or won't fucking make the game. Yeah. That was fine. Perfect. Alright, we got a game. Epic. Epic, epic. Alright, sick. Let's see. should be pretty good for Rome, actually, but it's okay. Maybe 4 slingers is a kind of good idea. Actually, I don't. One naked sword. At least they can use some damage. But the 6 Avocado veteran Legionnaire spam is pretty solid against Galatia, 2 Numidians, something like that. Maybe I'll bring Raiders. Yeah, maybe this guy's not last, so. Like this. Four missiles could be kind of good. Rome could bring something like 4 missiles even if they want to go, but I think these Raiders are a good choice against Rome. A little bit better cav power, hunt down the Numidians potentially, so it's I'm testing the stream, just making sure that it's all working properly. So if there's any problems, just let me know. Just want to make sure that I can get like full performance from the computer, not lagging and all that. But I'm getting 350 frames right now, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I can set it higher, sure. I just have to move it closer. Is that better? I'm also talking a bit quietly. Cool, thanks. Yeah, I moved the mic a little bit closer, so hopefully it's a bit louder. It's on max volume, but it was kind of far away. Cool, thanks. And I also want to make sure it doesn't lag, like in multiplayer, because the upload from the stream could be annoying. But I think it should be fine. My internet speed is pretty good, I think. Map's taking forever to load though. Alright, let's see. Awesome, glad you enjoyed it, man. Yeah, I think it's really fun to make for me, honestly, so let's see. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, it's really fun to make those videos, people learn from them, that's sick, and I think I learned from them just watching them, so that's cool. Definitely we'll make more in the future. I have plans for it. I felt like they were a bit long, though, an hour and a half, but I just get like in the middle of it and I kind of forget how long it's going, and then I look back after a minute and I'm like, oh, it's an hour and a half, but I'm not going to cut anything out, and I'm not going to remake it, that would be too long, so it ends up being really long, but can watch only a part, you know. Oh, you watched it fully. That's epic, man. I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I've gotten good, people have been saying it's helpful and they're enjoying it, so if people are enjoying it, I'll keep making it. Alright, let's see here. Sake Equites, one Extraordinaria. I don't think they do very well against, Cappadocians, though. Principe, so it's a pre-Marian army, nice respect for that. Yeah, I think Marian Rome would be pretty strong against Galicia. He's got 2 Sake Equites Extraordinaria, pretty nice. A lot of Hastati up front. He went for a lot of melee infantry, but he also has 4 Triarii. But he doesn't have any missiles, so now my 4 missiles should pay off, because he has nothing to stop them, so if I can just kite here a little bit at the end, he should be able to win. And my legionaries will be super good. The Principe is pretty strong, and they have 2 experienced chevrons, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, if you... I need to actually think about that. I'm so used to control, so I think if you select and then you hit control, you can rotate them. And then if you just drag, you just click and drag to drag forward, but if you drag them, if you're moving them with the drag and then you hit control, it rotates them. Which is super useful, and then you don't have to use the lock formation. The problem with the lock formation, for me at least, is like sometimes you don't want to be in that formation, and it can kind of do some weird things for how the units like engage. But yeah, so I don't use any. I use the groups that are light so that I can move things around. But I actually don't even use them like to move them. I just use it so I can select all my infantry and then drag them forward like that. But yeah, being able to rotate is super helpful. So yeah, I think that's pretty useful. Alright, well, I should start shooting this cav here. If he runs at me with his cav, I'm just gonna let him charge my spears. Just get a massive kills here. Yeah, we got a nice javelin volley there. And these Equites are destroyed. They lost 40 men on the charge. I'm not even worrying about my spears dying here. I'm just gonna bait them. My
The men are wavering.
Super well here, so I want them to just get in. Oh, I got my spear stuck. That's fine. My Galatian legionnaires are getting in here. They're gonna do very well in this fight. Only here that I kind of messed up. But mostly pretty decent. And my Galatian raiders are still chilling. Let me get into my Cappadocians, but the Cappadocians are just so much better that they're just gonna win anyway. These spears can just be in reserve.
Our general is under attack.
Can't kill the general here. Oh, these levies are actually gonna be annoying my Cappadocians. And I always say for Galatia, it's very bad if the oh, I lost that right. It's very bad if the Cappadocian cav dies. Okay, I'll lower it. Yeah, I can lower it. For sure. I always got some units that are free, but I'm gonna do good damage here to his cav. Yeah, but he does have some cav in the back there that's struggling to make
Elite cavalry.
Situation's pretty fine though.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful
This
display.
Galatian user is gonna start to die. I lost this Galatian sword, that's kind of unfortunate. What's up, Jeremy? How's it going, bro? Yeah, he's got a strong melee force here. Should be able to see that, okay. But I got decent chances here because my cav is so healthy and my archers are healthy. Of course, you never want to underestimate Roman units when it's just archers left, but still possible. Probably losing this.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
So his cav is going down here. My gen's still alive. His levies kind of did a really good job.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I need to sit him down here. My ammo's good though. My ammo's solid. Cappadocians are healthy as well. It's not over, but these Galatian Legionnaires are just dying. I have to get really good shots here for the rest of the game. This Galatian Legionnaire is healthy though, so oh, he's gonna get one javelin while he kills my gen. That sucks.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Well, every shot's gotta count. I still think I have this. Actually. This levy survived. Or it's a Velite, it's slightly better. The gen needs to survive, that's crucial. But now, oh, not the javelin, please. These archers are just gonna start blowing stuff up. I have a Galatian Legionnaire, which can be powerful. Should try to surround a little more. These cav, don't underestimate the cav in the end game. It's going to heavy shot. Time.
Our men flee the field of battle.
I need a rear charge.
This is a shameful display.
They're starting to lose. Start shooting these. So now they're turning around. That Cappadocian cav is so healthy. Oh, but he goes into square. That's annoying. Running away is not good though. Here, he's gonna take a couple shots. Let's run. Potentially. Charge there. This unit is. These guys are just resting. Which is not bad for him to rest, but. This Cappadocian is 51 men though. It has taken very little damage. And it will be very, very powerful in the late game. Let's use the second shot here. All this cav is just gonna mess with him. And look at these Galatian Legionnaires, man. Just tanking against this Triarii. These guys are in heavy shots, so they're gonna do massive damage. It's gonna be fine, I think, in the end. And I called it too. I said those missiles could win it in the late game. And these are all right side shots. And he started to turn around. But these are Primarian units, they don't have the best armor in the world. My general survives with like negative men. Get a nice charge on everything here. It's not. Just pound this blob, there's so many guys here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Like these Galatian Legionnaires, they don't route. they don't route. And that's just gonna give me even better shots. And these guys are. You could go into Testudo. But if he goes into Testudo, then I'll just charge him with this Cappadocian cav that's so healthy.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Because if I charge now,
this is a shameful
I'll take
display.
shots. My own men will get shot by Maracus. Now he's going into Testudo, I think, but it shouldn't really matter. Shoot those Triarii, I don't think I can come back out. Testudo is like not that great in this game. Well, I could surround, but I think I have one already.
We await your order. Advance at speed.
Like, yeah, it help. I think it gives you like what 25% extra missile block chance. But now look, he goes into Testudo, I'll just rear charge him. And if he turns out of Testudo, okay, we roll that. If he goes out of Testudo, like here, I'll just shoot him in the back. Because I'm already targeting that unit. And so now he's out of Testudo, and those shots are coming in the rear. And these shots are in the rear. I don't think Testudo, and again, when you're getting shot in the rear, you're not getting the missile block chain, so it doesn't really matter that he's in Testudo.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Wow, that was a GG though. But yeah, these missiles, without having any missiles to stop my missiles, it was always gonna be really hard. He had to kill them. This cav, but that cav was better. Just enough ammo. We're running out here, but alright, let me turn down the in-game volume. Maybe I'll just turn down the desktop a little bit. Hopefully that works.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yay. Oh, his general. I forgot about that. I guess his general's alive. But don't believe he's gonna be able to clutch this one out. These guys started ammo, but
Sons of gold!
louder than the Syrian archer, second in that unit. Yeah, that was a good game. Oh, my general died, that sucks. Wow, imagine dying as the last man to die in the entire battle. That feels bad, man. That was a good game. That was fun. Look at the kills on his cav. That one shot cav did well. But I think he charged out all his cav at the beginning of the game, and I just let my spears die. But they got so many javelin volleys on his cav that my cav was then super healthy. I lost this guy for nothing, but the rest of them did pretty well. And that just meant my archers were unstoppable. Really nice kills on these guys. My Galician legionaries actually did pretty poorly, but he had 8 infantry, I only had 6. And these Triarii are solid in melee as well. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Arverni. I don't know. Maybe I'll go Rome. Switch it up. Nabatea, I don't really like them because the problem with Nabatea, go in here, is that well, at least when the rules are like 6 melee, these axe warriors, if you compare them with like the barbarian axe warriors, they're a lot worse and they cost more. So they kind of struggle for the price. They can be good though. Like I love the archers; they're really good. The cav, the noble cav, is super good, and the shock cav can be decent. But they're struggling for melee options for sure, and you can make it work though. They have nice spear options. The caravan guard are good. They're like a Thurio spear type unit. The armored desert hoplites are decent. I would bring pikes probably with them. Maybe like a mix of hoplites and pikes, and then I don't like the noble swords. The noble swords are actually decent, but I would bring like 4 axe warriors, 2 swordsmen, something like that, and then like archers and cav. But they also don't have horse archers, which is annoying. But they're decent. Yeah, definitely the worst Desert Kingdom faction for sure. I mean, just because Kush is so strong with the epidemics, Saba is so strong with the cataphracts, and Numidia is so strong with the Javcav. I mean, yeah, all 3 Desert factions except for Nabatea are like really, really good. And they definitely have like are really unique as well. Like Kush is really unique. I mean, Saba is like sort of unique. They're just kind of crazy. And Numidia is probably the most unique faction. No one has that kind of Javcav power except for Carthage if they bring the mercenary ones. But Nabatea has its own flavor for sure. They remind me a lot of RDAI, just worse, because their hoplites are worse, and their axes are worse, and their swords are worse, and they don't have horse archers. Their cav is better though, and their archers are better. So yeah, you have to just do what you can with them. They're definitely not terrible though. Alright, he brought Primarian, so I'll bring Primarian too. I liked his army, but I'm gonna do slightly different. Because I want to bring archers. And the minions. No, he doesn't have minions. Let's see, can I do this? It's kind of decent. Maybe if I do this. No, I want to get an extra cav, but I can't. Maybe just like one. Oh, I can equitize name. I want to bring the minions if I can. Maybe I won't go with this one. Yeah. Tough choice. Oh yeah, those games were tough, man. I mean, he played RDA like better than I've ever seen anyone play it before. To be honest, like I'll just take this one. It's fun. Because like, yeah, I don't know. It was really well played. Like I was playing that matchup, Glacier versus RDA, against like other people, and it was pretty winning for Glacier, I felt. But he played like the best I've ever seen. I mean, he won the whole tournament with RDA, which was definitely unexpected. But yeah, I enjoy playing with that faction, but yeah, playing against it can be tough, especially with someone who knows what they're doing. Like anytime I would even get near him, all the javelins would just like kill like 30 men of any unit. Without any rules regarding maxing melee infantry, you find RDA to be good? Well, they can be, if there's no rules to melee infantry, sure. I mean, they can be pretty solid. I think still like a faction like Boya would still be stronger because the sword followers can just like kill everything. But they're definitely solid. The only problem is you could definitely kite against RDA with like Parthia or something. Or Saba. Well, not really Saba, but Parthia can do it. But they're definitely solid. Like having that combination of elite hoplites and cheap swords is like really powerful. It's super underrated. Like Massilia can do it also because they have the Massilian hoplites, and I don't know why it goes to black screen every time they start the game. Just go back. There we go. Yeah, Massilia can do it also, and it's very annoying. Since the hoplites just absorb so much damage, and then the swords are just like extra units that are hard to kill. And yeah, it's powerful, so I think they're very good. That's true. But the problem is the hoplites will be alive. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's going to the next one. Hopefully, let me change this. There we go. The hoplites would be alive, but everything else would be dead, and then you kind of just surround them. I wouldn't go for the hoplites first. But they're so slow that if you're gonna chase the archers for Parthia, they're gonna be way behind the infantry because the Celtics and the axe warriors are much faster than the hoplites. And then you would just let the hoplites survive to the end game and then just surround them. I think that would probably, but it wouldn't be easy, I guess, especially if you could bring a lot of infantry. This is gonna be kind of tough. I think my army's like slightly stronger than his. I mean, I think he intentionally didn't bring archers because he wanted to be completely Primarian, which I'm definitely not. I don't think these guys are auxiliary, so technically they're not Primarian, but I have to do it. I have to. All right. Got like a triangle, formation here. Let's see, he's part a dog. That's interesting. The dogs actually kill the Numidian cav though. But his cav is pretty weak with these two light horse. Not sure what they're gonna get done. And my cav is pretty decent. Spears, he's got good spears, but then again, I do have Triarch there, so 4 Chosens, 2 Celtics or Nakeds, and 1 Oath. Not really sure. Oh, these Chosen spears? No. I don't know where his money's gone, to be honest. Doesn't seem like super dangerous. By the way, is the sound better? I turned it down slightly. Is it more like comparable to my voice? Okay. If it needs to be down a little more, I can change it again. These light cav are just super useless. I don't even want to waste my javelins on them because. But the dogs are coming. The dogs are coming. Oh, he's running away. Oh, please give me one. Okay, oh, I got one volley. That's kind of epic. Did they kill anything? Yeah, 1 kill. Alright, when he sends the dog, I just have to run it into my infantry. You used to be able to recall the dogs, and that was super cool because like if you were chasing the unit and they would run away, you could just like pull them back to their handlers. Maybe it was a bit OP. So now what we do is we just, I don't want them to go into my archers. That's the only thing. So I gotta let's put this Fury out there. Come. I'm just gonna ignore his slingers too. But you do need to stop your unit. If it's running, the dogs will just run through it. But let's see if they just die on my tree right here. Ah, they're actually breaking through. Alright, let's just run through it. Charge that guy. Charge that guy. I'm just pre-charging things here, expecting him to do it, but if he doesn't do it, I'm gonna charge there. This is a pretty decent move. Oh, the dogs. Oh, this is charged. And now my trio are just getting good kills. This is nice. And you can see like, oh, he got a nice charge on this Principe dude with his Naked Warrior. Don't underestimate the Naked Warriors, they're cool. Let's just run my archers away and shoot them. Seems like the dogs are not doing too much. These guys will allow me to cycle. Here I can charge that unit. What am I need to think about what I'm targeting with my archers though. Oh, he's gonna get another nice charge with those Naked Warriors. Let's see if I can trick him there. I'm gonna charge. No, that was terrible. We need to do that. My cav can just go to the flank. Now my cav advantage is nice though. Here comes the Oathsworn. Okay, that's a good target for these guys. Oh shit, I lost it.
The men are wavering.
But now I'm running through the flank here. He hasn't got much to stop this flank pressure. As you can see, my trio just soaking up his. That was a nice charge.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
So now he's just. His general's just running around here. This Chosen Sword's not really a big threat. Charge it. Actually, it's very low on health. And now you can see that this Oathsworn's winning, but it's gonna get shot in the flank a little bit. Nice charge from my Sake Potato. You want your Sake Potato getting that charge on this stuff with the shot cav. I'll just recharge it with that cav. My general should actually be buffing my men. How about that? This is a shot cav, right? Yeah. You could go for my archers with his general, but I'm not really worried about that.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I'm gonna get that nice recharge here. I'm killing that unit of cav. These trio will do pretty well against these Chosens. A bit lower on the Master Volume, okay. I got you.
Our men flee the field of battle.
And like he's shooting my archers, but not really concerned about my archers. Like, and his general's just been chasing ghosts the whole game. One unit's tired. Maybe this. No, it's active. Wait, no. Oh, he's actually killing these guys? Oh, that's not good. I thought I'd be winning there for sure.
Our general is under attack.
Well, my cav is healthy. Oh, he moved his Oathsworn over there. That's fine. Oh, that's a nice shot. And his general's healthy, so he's got chances. My cav is still like all alive. In a second, I'll just kill his slingers. Do I have a new minion? Oh, I lost one minion. Okay, now we gotta go for his gen here. His Oathsworn's still really healthy. Unfortunately. Unfortunately for him, it's just tied down. I'm getting nice charges. I have so much cav. He really doesn't. And now I'm just gonna go behind here with my general. And kill his slingers. His general's super healthy, but it shouldn't matter. And this stock Ikute is only 16 men, but it just kills so many men on the charge. He's gonna get a cav behind. I think Syrian should actually just kill that cav immediately. But you can see my infantry just eventually is winning. He only had one unit that could kill me, that Oathhorn. My general was just bailing. Now I'll just go recharge this one. And there's just so many cav here, he's not gonna have a good time. And also with these Triarii in here, they're just...
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
In range for heavy shot there, so just activate that.
Riders, advance!
And just get that recharge. You can see his general is just tanking, but he's gonna die. That was really
Our
bad
men
charge.
flee the field of battle.
But the Oathhorn,
This is
again,
a
you only have
shameful
one elite
display.
melee unit, so it wins, but everything else is dead, and then he's just gonna be surrounded. And the general is just dying here. Wow, these shotguns did really well. I'm really glad I took them. I really like them for Rome. It's a nice change of pace, because so many of the Roman units are tanky, but these guys kill a lot of them charging against those naked warriors is kind of epic. Yeah, I need to save it. Too slow. Those new minions did so little. I really expect them to do better. Okay, so he had a chosen spear. Alright, interesting. Didn't really do anything though. Look at his Triarii beasting. My infantry didn't even do that well. But my cav was so good. The dog's got 66 kills. Apparently, that's a good question. I have no clue how they got 66 kills. Interesting. It's really weird. Because my Numidians were at 52 men, like, after he chased them for a little bit. But maybe he got to them eventually? I don't know. But even if they killed the entire unit, it would be 60 men, but they didn't kill the entire unit. So yeah, I don't know where they got those extra kills. The dogs, let me lower the master volume a little bit. The dogs are not very good at killing melee units, obviously. I remember when the Epirus dogs at the start of the game were like pretty solid at killing even infantry, like light infantry, like naked warriors or something. They could do pretty well. But that is no longer the case. This is a fun army for Macedon. 2 Aspis Cav can kind of. The 2 Aspis Cav can do so much damage. And then you have pikes and the 4 slingers that just win the missile war, or tied at least. Alright, let's do it. I think Epirus is slightly better though. I prefer to have the Samnites. And also these Thracian warriors are just kind of trash now. Which just really sucks. Like, the Thracian warriors were such a cool unit. Just on the charge, and they can also kill cav. Like, they're very good at supporting cav fights. But now they're just so thick, they just die to the missiles. Like, a javelin volley kills like 20 Thracians. And at that point, it's like, you don't even have a unit anymore. They'll just lose pretty fast. No, I think pikes are actually quite good. Maybe I should make a video about pikes. I think Bovie would probably want to do that though. But no, pikes are broken in some senses. Like, they don't do certain things very well, but what I use them for is they're just kind of a roadblock. Like, you can't charge cav into them because cav won't die on the pikes, even levy pikes, and you have to go around them. So they're just like very annoying. What they are very bad at is like pushing into enemy units. So if they're like they won't get many kills by themselves. Like, if you realize that there's a pike there, you can just run away from it and it won't get any kills. But in combination with melee infantry, it's quite powerful, because let's say I have my pikes here and they're in phalanx. If he has to get to my infantry behind the pikes, he either has to go around, or he has to like shoot the pikes first. What I do is I run these infantry forward, like through the pikes, and now they're fighting. They're fighting the enemy units here, and then you run the pikes up. You go into phalanx here, and these pikes are gonna stick out a little bit in front, and they're gonna start hitting the enemy units. And the enemy units have an attack order on your thorax swords. You then pull the thorax swords back, and now the enemy units are trying to run through the pikes, and then they're gonna get kills. So that's what I use them for. Yeah, exactly, Heraclius. And this is literally, that what I just said here, this is literally what Heraclius invented back in like 2014 or whatever, with Pontus. But it works for a lot of factions. And the other thing is, charging like enemy infantry is so powerful, like on the charge, like with cav and then following with your infantry. But if you have pikes and they're in phalanx, you can't charge the infantry, since the pikes just help protect your infantry. So it's like a little roadblock. And I think they're very useful. For 450, like, it's basically like, they're doing the same thing that a hoplite would do, right? Like, a hoplate's not going to get many kills against melee infantry, it'll sit there and hold for a long time. These guys are going to hold for a long time, they're cheaper, and they also, like, are even, like, better at holding. They're worse if they get shot, but if you don't get shot, then they're actually quite good. One thing I do is I put my infantry in front of my pikes like this, because then they won't get javelined. If the pikes get javelined, they lose like 20 men to the javelins, and then they're very weak. And then archers can kill them quite quickly. But like this, now they can't actually get javelined, and he has to be very careful to kill them. And now they're just annoying, and they'll just sit there and deny him from pushing up the middle. And on the flanks, I have my Aspis Cav, I have Thracians, and Thorax Swords, all prepared to like fight for the flanks, so that's where I'm strongest. Right, let's do this. Yeah, hoplites are pretty trash. I don't prefer hoplites for sure. I don't think I bring hoplites. The only good, well, there are some good hoplites, like the veteran hoplites are pretty solid, and the thorax hoplites are pretty solid, and then the elite hoplites like Colchian Nobles, Massilian hoplites, and RDAI hoplites. But they're not like good for the price. They're just good because they work for those factions, because they have like other units that complement them well. But like for the regular hoplites, are very bad. They're just not useful. In my opinion, at least, I prefer it not for me. And it looks like he also has pikes here, so we've got a bit of a pike battle. He also has an elephant. Fun times. But my cav is definitely better. We'll see how pike versus pike is so funny because like you literally can't do anything. If you push into the enemy units, you'll just die. So you just have to stand there, and it's a standoff. So now it's just going to be a complete fight for the flanks. He just has Samnites, but my cav is better, and my slingers are better. So I'm just going to walk up here and start shooting his pikemen for free. My slingers. I can just charge here. It's not microing, he's going to give us a few men. Yeah. Now we'll just shoot his slingers. Okay, let's bail. He doesn't want to fight on the flanks this far away. My Aspis Cav are going to get nice kills. Oh, really nice charge onto those Italian Cav. Oh, this guy's... Need to walk forward a little bit. I don't want to get too close there. Well, we'll both agree to run away here. Did I lose any men else? Yeah, no men, so that's pretty sick. In a second I want to shoot this cav, but I want to kill a few more of these slingers first. And you can see I'm also a bit more spread out than he is, which is nice because it'll be easier to surround a little bit. Alright, here comes this attack. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one javelin volley on his pikeman and then just run away with these guys. Just gonna start charging. So now look, he's gonna run into my pikeman there potentially. And that should do pretty decent damage. My slingers can just start shooting his cav. Oh, there's not the right circle. That's true. No, it's okay actually. Where's the other Aspis Cav? Oh, it's oh, a Thracian charge here would be sick. And you can see, like, look at what the pikes are doing, right? They're gonna just walk up here and start picking at the sides of his men. And that'll be very annoying. And look, you can't do anything with this Cav. My pikes are just denying it. This Aspis Cav needs to get out of there. I'm just shooting his Cav now. Let me see if I can get a cheeky javelin volley there. Nice charge by the Thracian warriors. Yeah, I got that nice javelin volley.
The men are wavering.
Just starts running here. It does have the elephant though. I've got to be careful because if I run out of javelins, I'll be toast. That's gonna save my. Oh, this is what I need these guys for. These Turrentines. If you put guard mode on your hoplites, they will not bug out. Epic trick. Okay, so he realizes I have no javelin units over here. Oh, this unit has a javelin volley. So these elephants could be pretty decent. And he's making a concerted effort here. This is pretty solid from him. This could be bad. Watch the Aspis Cav from up the elephant though.
Our men flee the field of battle. Our general is under attack.
Now things are going to get pretty hectic. I've just charged the elephant with my general. I did unmuck pretty quickly. We need to get a javelin volley. There's one of those swords. Oh, they don't have a javelin volley, so that's also.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Alright. Oh, you gotta charge it. My Turrentines are so healthy. They're just gonna survive. Finally, these elephants are gonna start to die to my. But I don't know how things are going over here. Not too well, I suppose.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Finally, these elephants are going to start to die. I mean, long enough. Okay, companions, you can run away now. Fire at will on. My slingers are getting some epic shots though on his oh, my transformation attack. Finally, these elephants are just gonna eat the bite the dust and run away then. Oh, there's a slinger. Okay, we're just gonna kill these elephants here. These Aspis Cav can survive. That's the thing, they're so tanky. They can just survive in every fight. And somehow all my Thracians and Thoraxes are like alive. My Turrentines are doing
One of our
too.
units has used all its ammunition.
Now that my infantry's here, I can run away. Aspis Cav are just tanking it out. I forgot to change these guys off formation attack. And look at the pikemen, like are they even doing anything? They're like having a good time. This is one way to make pikes effective. Very micro intensive. He's gonna kill this Aspis Cav off, but it's gonna be a worthy sacrifice. I'm out of ammo, so my slingers will finish the job.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, I can run away. These elephants are just like on the other side of the map. I've gotta be a little careful from these slingers. Oh, they came back from running. But I don't actually want to deal with these elephants right now. Better for me to just let them go. They're like behind me. They can never get close. My slingers will just kill them. I'm gonna use these Turrentines to kill the slingers though. I can see from the direction these guys are running, they're trying to shoot this Cav unit, so I just run it away. Now look at this pikeman, it's just like juking this pike. This pike actually won. By spamming attack orders, I actually killed that pike unit. I think it's more effective than I thought. I didn't expect it to get so many kills. Saw that unit out of the corner of my eye over there. The elephants just look at the route the elephant has to take around my slingers. But my slingers can always just defend my infantry. So this should be GG. I always need to bring it. Any unit I keep formation attack on. Well, I did accidentally here, but generally no. I think it's like really weird when you want to keep formation attack on. It can be helpful actually. Let me think about that. So
The battle is turning in our
if
favor.
your unit is worse than the enemy unit, but it's better at longer fights, then it's good to keep formation attack on. That's pretty much the key. Or generally, if your unit's better, well, because the thing is, if your unit's better, right, you want it just to win as fast as possible, usually. And keeping formation attack on versus off with better units usually doesn't actually improve the result. Like the number of men that survive will be pretty similar. It's only helpful when your unit's worse, because then it will survive for longer in formation attack because less men are fighting. And then also, if it's like better at grinding it out, because if your unit's good on the charge, let's say you have like a, I actually don't like, okay, a unit that's good on the charge but has formation attack, you don't want to use formation attack because that will ruin your charge bonus. You want it to be off formation attack. But if your unit's like an axe unit that's really good at grinding out fights, then you put formation attack on, and then it'll hold, and then fight for longer, and the axe damage can be good. Generally, I'd just say don't worry about it, turn it off. It's usually better without formation attack. Hoplites, you don't need formation attack. It's better to put them. Phalanx can be good, but the only thing you need for hoplites in Phalanx is guard mode. If they have guard mode on, they won't like bug and run through the enemy unit and just die, which is like a thing that happens a lot. Alright, he's done. But if you're in guard mode, they'll stay in Phalanx, and the Phalanx is essentially formation attack. If you're fighting without Phalanx, you want formation attack off, usually. I suppose in some cases it could be better for hoplites, but the problem is when they're in formation attack, they just don't kill anything. They kill absolutely nothing. But they might hold a little bit longer. So if that's... But the problem is, that's why I don't like hoplites. Like, you're spending 650 to like have a unit that holds but doesn't really kill anything. Even militia hoplites. Militia hoplites, maybe sometimes like formation attack can be good. But I'm pretty sure I tested them versus the Carthaginian hoplites, and the cheap ones, the late Libyans, and they do better out of Phalanx. So I'm not sure if that's generally true, but I'd say out of Phalanx or out of formation attack, sorry, is generally better. It's just because less men are fighting at once. If you have less men fighting at once, then you're just gonna get your front row men killed very fast, and then there's more hoplites remaining for the other guy. Phalanx is bad usually. If you want to use, the only thing you can use Phalanx, I'll go into a custom battle real quick. What unit has Phalanx? Let's choose this. So the only way that Phalanx is ever good is if you like put your unit in Phalanx and shoot the sides of the enemy units that wrap around it. I should have probably one unit for every unit, whatever. Hopefully I can demonstrate that here. And definitely going into guard mode is crucial, otherwise the Phalanx will bug out. What about Barbarian charges and activate shield wall? Shield wall is not good. The problem with Phalanx and shield wall in general is the unit condenses, and so enemy, like let's see, can I actually go into Phalanx? Or yeah. So see how small the unit is compared to when it's not in Phalanx? Now enemy guys will wrap around the sides, and they'll end up fighting from the back, which gives a penalty to the morale and also to the melee defense and maybe melee attack. I'm not sure. So when they're behind the unit, the guys that are surrounding are just gonna do really well. So shield wall has the same problem. So the only reason Phalanx is good is because they're dense. You can make use of the guys wrapping around, because then they're gonna be fighting from the back, like facing backwards, and you can shoot them. So I'll try to demonstrate that real quick. Hopefully the AI cooperates. So let's see if this works. Alright. So I'm gonna charge in here. Well, I'm not gonna charge it. So normally if I just charge the unit regularly, let's see. So my slingers, when they're charged, if I'm trying to shoot this unit, they can't actually shoot this unit, right? Because you see how even if they were max width, we would be fighting at the same width. But now I'll turn on guard mode and go into Phalanx, And this guy's gonna surround me, which really is unfortunate.
Our spears are yours!
Alright, this guy's kind of bugging out. But, alright, hold on.
Understood!
Wrong way here.
At ease! Aye!
Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose a lot of places doing this. But...
Alright! Gotcha! On watch!
So, anyway, this is a terrible example, but the idea is that when they're condensed, more men will wrap around the sides, and then you can just use a missile unit behind and just shoot them. I didn't really demonstrate that very well, but, unfortunate. The AI is just annoying. But yeah, I wouldn't use phalanx in general, it's pretty trash. Alright, I gotta dip for a little bit, so I'm gonna end it here. Maybe I'll be back later. And we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for the help with the volume and stuff, and I'll probably hit it back later. Anyway, peace out, man. Thanks for watching and everything, and see you later.